Okay, so the game plan today, we got 4 days to play through on our $1 to $1 million challenge. I'm gonna hop right into things. I'm gonna show the bonuses that we claimed from the other apps. So I will show those on screen real quick. Okay, so this first one is a daily free spin on one app, and we get a 50 cent casino credit. So I have to gamble that once to be able to keep it in the balance. So what I do is I take that over to blackjack, and you can't play 50 cents on this app. You have to play $1. So I put $1 down. So we put some of our own funds from the bankroll into that, not just the bonus there. And then we get a 6-6. So I split that, and then we get an 11. I double down on that bad boy because against the 6, you gotta do that. Then we get a soft 17 on the other side. And then they end up with a 17. So we push one, we win one, and that's a total of $5. So this next one here is a 50% deposit match up to $15. So what I did is I deposited $30, and then I get $15 in a bonus, but it has to be played through 10 times. So that's a risky one, right? So what I do is I put in, the bankroll wasn't big enough to really do too much. So what I had to do is play $15 10 times, which is $150 a wagering to be able to keep that $15. So I do 3 rounds of crash at $50, which is $150 total wagered. So it's a little bit risky, but at a 1.01x, I think it's safe enough where I'm willing to take that risk. If we would have lost on any of these, I would have just busted pretty much the whole balance on this app, which is fine. I wasn't too worried about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna let these run in the background. If you're new here, I'm just showing all these as proof for the bonuses that I'm claiming. People like to see all the evidence of what I'm doing, so I'm not depositing my own money in this challenge. But we're trying to get 1% profit every single day on all of our bankrolls combined. I'm using other apps purely just to get bonuses. I'm not really playing on these apps. I'm just playing enough to be able to keep the bonus amounts. But if you want to skip ahead, this is about 4 minutes total of gameplay to get all these bonuses. So if you want to skip to like 5 minutes in, I'll probably start the video there if you don't care to watch all these. So then I saw that for some reason we weren't at 150 yet, even though I did I think it was counting the bonus in there as not part of the playthrough. So I was just double checking, and then I had to finish that off. So I was a little bit confused at the time of recording this, but we just had to go in and do one last bet at, I think, what was it? I think I just do a $50 bet just to clear it off. Yeah, but people have been asking how I do these. I'll make a video on it if you guys want, but basically these casino apps are relative to my location. I don't think they're offered that often to everyone. So this one's just from free spins. I get 5 free spins at 20 cents. So I get $1 pretty much of casino credits, and then I just spin them to here. But yeah, these are apps that are available in my region. I don't know if they're available in your region, depending on where you live, but that's how I'm able to do these. So this next one here, I have to wager $25 to get 250 credits, and the credits are able to be converted to casino credits, withdrawable funds. So I didn't have $25 in the balance, so I had to do a $23 wager and then a $2 wager to get that total of 25. But yeah, so I think these are very specific to certain areas, these apps, so I don't know if everyone can do these. I'm sure there might be something similar to these apps in your area. Might be some sort of other methods you can use if you're trying to replicate this challenge. But I'm gonna take advantage of these because they're in my area. It's free money. Obviously the casino wants you to play with that free money and then end up losing it and then deposit your own money. But I'm just keeping it in the bankroll, and it's all withdrawable. I can take all this out whenever I want. So here's us converting the credits to $1, or about 70 cents. So nothing huge there, just a nice little addition to the balance. But adding our website balance of $138.54 where we left off in the last episode brings the total up to $259.65, which means our 1% profit goal is $2.60 and our stop loss is $10.39. Okay, so we're coming over to the wheel now in the website, and I'm gonna run my strategy. So on wheel, basically what we do is we start off with a 5-cent bet. On loss, we're gonna increase by 500%. And our stop loss is going to be our stop loss for the day. So basically what this is gonna do is it allows for 3 progressions. So if I lose 3 times in a row, I get one last bet to come back. That's what is 5 cents up to 1080. So the chances of that happen are less than 1%, but we know how gambling goes. It can happen very easily. So we're gonna rip this, see how far we can get. We have to get 260, so we're gonna see if we can make it up there. Again, this can only bust if we hit 4 losses in a row, then it completely busts. So I think we're open to 3, and it looks like, I guess it didn't completely bust there. Let's bring us back down to 5 cents. We'll try it again. Let's see if we can come back from that. But yeah, 3 losses stops it. I thought we had a 4th bet, but we do not. So we'll run this for a little bit. Basically how this works is you want to get like 2 losses and then hit a green block just like that. You can see the live stats jumped up a huge jump there. So you want to get a couple losses and then hit a green one. That's like best case scenario. Worst case scenario is you hit 3 losses and then you're pretty much wiped out. But we'll see if we can run this at 260. That's asking a lot. Probably have to run maybe a couple hundred bets to get there. But it's an easy strat just to let run. Okay, so busted again. I'm gonna do 1 spin at 1080. We're just gonna do it. Okay, it hit. So that brings us back. We can go back to our auto bet and then start that back up. So the graph's pretty steady unless you hit those 3 losses. You can see it just keeps going up pretty linearly. Is that a word? It's a linear graph. It's pretty consistent unless you hit those 3 losses, which, like I said, the chances of hitting 1 loss is 20%, and then I think 2 losses is like 2% or something, and then hitting 3 in a row is less than 1%. As you can see, we just hit it twice already out of 200 games. So I guess it's on pace. We'll try to get through $1 and probably pull out of here. Okay. We hit 146. Yeah, so theoretically, 1 out of every 100 bets you should hit. Well, there's a 1% chance of hitting that 3 losses in a row. So I guess out of 100 bets, you're bound to hit it like once. There's a, I don't know. Either way, we're gonna pull out and hop into another game real quick. Okay, we have a 75-cent bet on mines. We're gonna go for 3 clicks. Cash that out. And let's try to go for 1 more 75-cent bet with 3 clicks. Nice. Okay, cool. We're at 218. All right, we're gonna play flip. I'm gonna go for 3 wins in a row. I'm expecting some losses here, so I'm gonna start off with a 5-cent bet. But we're gonna go for, wow, okay. We're gonna go for heads, 3 tails in a row. Dang, that's crazy. Give me heads. Okay, we're gonna stick to heads. I'm gonna stay on 10 cents. Wow, I should be betting tails heavy. This is wild. We're just gonna keep doing heads until we hit it. Maybe this is only possible to get tails. I'm gonna switch it to tails. It's gonna go to heads, watch. Did I not call that? Did I not call that? That's so crazy. All right, lock in, lock in. Oh my gosh, we went back to tails. Okay, we're gonna do a 20-cent bet, back to heads. That hits. And then we're gonna do heads again. Oh my gosh, the tails are cooking today. Let's go for tails. It's heads. This is just eating my money. Okay, there's tails, tails again, and tails one more time. Okay, cash that out. It brings us back. It brings us back. So that's almost an 8x. Let's try to do maybe one more where we hit 3 times in a row. There's tails. We'll do tails again. Man. Okay, now that I switched to tails, it's just hitting heads every time. Stick with tails. And then let's do tails again. Okay, let's double up. Let's do heads. Wow, heads. 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 This is wild. All right, 20-cent bet. Heads. Oh, I didn't even mean to cash out. Okay, tails. We're gonna do tails again. Okay, this is eating us. Tails. Oh man. Okay, okay. This might be the last one. We're at tails. We're gonna go for heads. Heads. Nice. Okay, we need 4 cents. Can we do... This is not gonna be easy. We just need 1 win. Okay. We're still 1 cent short. Let's go for heads again. Let's go for heads. Heads. We lose that. Let's double up to 2 cents. Go for heads. We'll double up to 4 cents. Should keep ripping heads. All right. I'm gonna do 1 more on heads. Make it easy. Cash me out. 2.61. That's profit goal for today. Okay, so for day 79, our balance is up to $262.26. Our 1% profit goal on that would be $2.62, and then our stop loss is $10.49. Okay, so we're hopping back to the wheel on medium risk. I'm gonna start off with a 10-cent bet. We're gonna see if we can get a couple wins on this to run the balance up a little bit. And then we will try to hop into something else. I don't plan on staying here too long, but I do want to get some wins. See what we can do here. This brings us back down to 10 cents. Ooh, the 4x. I like that. Do 1 more on 10. Double this up. Okay, we'll bring us back down. Trying to get to like maybe 50 cents. Double this up. Do 1 more on 20 cents. Oh, we lose that. 1.7. Let's double this up again. Man, 3 losses in a row. 4 losses in a row. 5, 6. Okay. This brings back down to 20 cents. Get the 4x. Okay. Hitting some wins now. There's the loss. Let's double this up. Let's go up to 80. Oh, another loss. Okay, 1 more. The 3x. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. All right. Let's try to get this to $1. We'll pop over to low, and then let's do an 80-cent bet. Oh, no way. Dang. All right, let's double this up twice. Okay, there's 137. Let's go for a 40-cent bet. Okay, so we need $1.10. So I'm gonna go for a 55-cent bet on blackjack. See if we can get a couple wins here. 17 against 6. They bust. Okay. We need one more win, and we'll be good for today. We have 12 against a 9. That's definitely a hit. Okay, not liking it. 18 against a 9, not bad. Just don't have a 19. We have a 12, 17, another win. 263 profit on the day. Another dub. We'll take that all day. Okay, so for day 80, we have $284.71 in the balance. Now remember, this is including all the bonuses I showed at the beginning of the episode. So that's why I jumped up like, what, $22 from yesterday. So those bonuses in the beginning are all in chronological order. I just push them all in the beginning instead of doing them throughout the whole episode. But that's why that jumped up a good bit. So with that in there now, that brings our 1% profit goal to $2.85, and our stop loss is $11.39. Okay, so just reset the live stats. I think I'm gonna do one more hand of blackjack. Let's see if we can do a bigger bet here. So if we go for a 195. We just had a couple wins. We have a 16 against a 3. It's a stand. We just had a couple wins, so I don't know if doing a big bet on this is a good idea. I just realized those are 2 8s. Oh, I should have split that. 'Let's run it back. 18 against a 6. Okay, we're back to where we were. We have 13 against a 10. We bust. Let's run it back again. Try to get back to break even. 11 against a 7. Let's double it. 21. We're back. Let's go. Okay. So we need 90 cents from here. See if we can do it again. 20 against the 10. It's a push. I'll take it. I'll take a push. 9 against the 10. It's a hit. Just double checking. 18. We win that. That's crazy. I thought we were gonna lose that. We're cooking today, man. $2.85 profit. Third win in a row for the episode. We're on a roll. Okay, so we have another win there. You can see the balance is going up a lot quicker. Obviously with the bonuses added, for days 81 here, we're only adding like $4 to the bankroll just from the bonuses from the other apps. But you can see that the 1% profit goal is going up a lot quicker. I know we're adding these bonuses, but still the account is just, the 1% is starting to compound. It's very noticeable now compared to like the beginning of this whole challenge. So we're almost at $300. We're moving the challenge a lot quicker, obviously with the bonuses, but it's definitely the profit goals are helping. So, in this far column over here, what we're doing is we're tracking all of our wins purely from gambling. So this is our total profit as of the last playthrough I just did. We're up $60 purely from gambling winnings. A lot of it's obviously bonuses, but $60 is profit, and that's not even what we wagered. Obviously, there's several losses in this profit column here, this daily profit loss. There's a lot of losses in there that also take away from this. So we've actually won more, but this is just the total profit or loss. So we've actually probably won like around $100 maybe. but we've had a couple losing days, so that takes away from the balance too. But either way, you can see the compounding is really starting to take effect. For today, with our $288 balance, our 1% profit goal is $2.89, and then our stop loss of 4% is $11.55. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit of high-low. Let's reset the live stats. Okay, I'm gonna try to do $1, and we're gonna try to do a couple rather safe bets. Lower than a jack, and then we'll do higher than an ace, higher than a 3. Whoa, the back-to-back 3. We're gonna cash that out. We're up 50 cents profit on that. Let's try to do this one more time. So we'll do higher than a 3. We lose that, it's okay, it's okay. Let's go again at $1. We're gonna go higher than an ace. Skip that. We're gonna do lower than a queen, lower than a jack, and higher than an ace. And it's an ace again. Okay, we're down 150. Let's go for a $2 bet. Go higher than an ace, higher than a 4. And then we'll try to do one more win. Higher than a 3. And then let's cash that out. Let's do a $2 bet one more time. Go higher than a 2, higher than a 4. And then let's do one more. Just gonna keep skipping until I see some odds I like here. We'll do higher than a 3. And then we're gonna cash that out. So we're up $1. Okay, so on limbo, I'm gonna go for a 1.2 on a $2 bet. So that'd be a 40-cent win. We hit that. Okay, I'm gonna bring us back down to $1 and do it one more time. And then let's go for a 10x on $3. So sorry, 1.1x for $3. Okay. Now I'm gonna do $1 at a 1.01 just to get that extra cent. That will bring us to $2 profit. So we need 89 cents for the rest of the day. All right, coming over to dice, the craziest game. Let's see if it treats us well today. We're gonna go for an over. We're gonna play roll over 25, and then what we do is if we lose in the red area, we hit once in the green, we double up and try to get another win in the green, and then bring our bet back down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a 10-cent bet and try to just let this go for a little bit. It was a close loss there. So we lose one, we lose again, that's fine. We're back in the green, we double up, we lose again, we're back in the green, we double up, we hit it, we lose, back in the green, double up. Okay, so it brings us back down to 10 cents after we get 2 wins there. We lose, win once, double up. We lose, win once, double up. Hit it again. We lose, win once, double up. Okay, bring us back down to 10 cents. A lot of wins here. Okay, we need 15 cents. Okay, we need 2 more wins on this bet, 1 more win, and we will be good for today. I think it's gonna be a loss. Let's see if I'm wrong. I was right, okay. Win here, double up. There it is, 286. Sorry, we need 289. We need 289. There it is, 289, profit goal hit. 4 wins in a row. Let's put that in the sheet and then I will end the video with that. Okay, so I entered the balance for the next day down here. So that's where we'll start off on the next episode. But that brings our total bankroll up to $291.61. We're on a killer winning streak right now. Let's scroll back a little bit here. we haven't lost in about, what is that? About 23 days, 22 days. So 22-day win streak's pretty darn good. We'll take that. Maybe we're due soon. I keep saying that, but we just keep running with the wins. So we're doing really good. I do have a Discord. You guys should definitely join that. It's been getting pretty big recently. I'm thinking about doing some big stuff in the upcoming future. So please join the Discord. I'll talk about that later on, what my plans are. But yeah, there's some other links in the description. The Discord link's down there. There's some other links for some like free stocks. That's my way to get back to you guys. You can download this sheet in the description as well. And with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a great video. I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.